Hey, Pastor Steve Waldron. I hope you're having a great day or night in Jesus. Thank you so much for being with us. Check out our other videos, subscribe, hit the bell notification. I want to do a little bit of a preview of this book. I just got it in, Crossway Publishing, Strange New World. I wonder if it's an off-take on Brave New World. Now, I've been studying Carl Trueman some for, I don't know, probably over a year. I've got his other book. Want to look forward to reading this book. So this is more of a preview rather than a review. Years ago, when I would do previews, I didn't have really anything to do with the channel other than doing the videos, and so people just started marking reviews, and people say, it's not a review, you haven't read the book yet. So I think we're going to start calling them previews when I haven't read the book. I have read a bunch of books though. Strange New World, How Thinkers and Activists Redefined Identity and Sparked the Sexual Revolution, forward Ryan T. Anderson. Now, who's Carl Trueman? Let's read that. PhD, University of Aberdeen. A lot of great theologians like F.F. Bruce and others from up that way. Is professor of biblical and religious studies at Grove City College. He's a contributing editor to First Things. Now, I've done a review on First Things magazine. I've been a subscriber for quite a while. We used to also get a subscription at Indiana Bible College to one of my favorite magazines in the world. Ben Shapiro, Erica Bachyiaki wrote a blurb for it. Rod Dreher, who is again one of my favorite authors currently. Tim Chalice, blogger. Andrew Clavin writes a little blurb for it. Jennifer Patterson, director of Institute of Theology and Public Life Reformed Theological Seminary. And Al Mohler Jr., who many of you like because you tell me you do. Other books by Carl Trueman: The Creedal Imperative, Histories and Fallacies, Problems Faced in the Writing of History. Luther on the Christian Life, Cross and Freedom, The Rise and Triumph of the Modern Self, Cultural Amnesia, Expressive Individualism, and The Road to Sexual Revolution. I think that's the other book I've got by him. So this one is done 222. So this must be like his newest book. I'll let you look at the table of contents here. And, you know, it's just an average size paperback. We'll see how many pages, we'll see the print size. I've got a page mark to read. I could do that on a few different pages in perusing this book. Again, thanks for being with us today. Appreciate Sister Waldron zooming in and out here. So here's where I thought I'd read just a little bit. A further factor is the matter of pornography. While Hugh Hefner's Playboy played a signal role in helping to move titillating material into cultural mainstream, it was the arrival of internet pornography that really transformed the situation. No longer does the use of pornography carry the social stigma that it once did. It's kind of cultural now. It can be accessed privately without risk, or at least perceived risk, that purchasing a magazine or entering certain establishments used to carry. And porn stars are now a staple of popular TV shows, the college lecture circuit, and the bookshelves at Barnes & Noble. Indeed, it speaks volumes that a baby onesie with the words "future porn star" emblazoned on the front is today available as a real item of clothing. Isn't that incredible right there? It's also got a little thing, contraception, pornography, and sex. Well, I don't want to read that because I like the YouTube channel. Sexualizing psychology, politicizing sex. One of the most obvious aspects of modern public life is the central role that sex plays within it. This should strike us as rather odd. The fact that the most private and intimate act between two people has become so important to public life is surely a strange development. Indeed, from legislational matters through the apparent need of the public to know about the sexual orientation of sports stars and actors and what they do, the role of sex in our culture is pervasive and arguably unprecedented. Why should this be the case? So I noticed he's got some things on Wollstonecraft here. I've read some things on Mary Wollstonecraft. Rousseau, of course, done a lot of study on him over the years. But this looks just like a fantastic. Several points of significance for today's emerge from an examination of the thought of Marx, Nietzsche, and Wilde. Marx's distinctive contribution is arguably the way in which his claim that human social relations are at root economic relations. because you remember he said abolition of the family. That's the thing. So Strange New World has Nietzsche, maybe Wollstonecraft, and Marx right here on the cover. Oh, and I forgot to see, let's see how many pages, 196. Not a lot on the way of notes in the back. It does have a glossary, which is good. Pollyanna and Mr. Micawber, characters representing optimism and hopefulness, respectively belonging to the books Pollyanna by Eleanor H. Porter and David Copperfield by Dickens, Pre-Political Romanticism, Schenck versus the United States, Sexual Revolution, Social Imagery, Picture of Dorian Gray, G.W.F. Hegel, on and on and so forth. Immanuel Kant. Remember my philosophy professor used to say, you can agree with Kant, you can disagree with Kant, but you can't ignore Kant. And I was like, sure I can. I'll preach the gospel. But anyhow, Strange New World, Carl R. Trueman. You may want this book. And pretty much all Christians, I'd pretty much encourage you to get it, really. So God bless. And if and when I get through reading it, I'll try to come back on and do a review of it. This is kind of a preview. Talk with you later. Thanks for being with us. Bye-bye. God bless.